This show is part of the HeadStuff podcast network.
So I was listening to Father Brian Darcy on the radio.
Mm-hmm. From Big Brother. The Big Brother winner.
That's Brian Dowling.
Sorry.
But he is a father.
Oh, the one from Westlife who left.
That's Brian McFadden. He is an absent father.
Okay.
Oh, the guy from the Jane Austen novel. Father Brian Darcy.
No, that's Mr. Darcy.
Mr.
Oh.
That's Hugh Grant or Colin Firth, which I don't remember.
It's Colin Firth.
Bridget Jones was on the radio.
Yes.
I was listening to Bridget Jones on the radio this morning, and she was talking about when she played, what's her name? Oh my God.
Renee.
Judy Garland.
Oh.
Now, Judy Garland and Barbara. I had Judy Garland and Barbara. We were in the Fife Club downtown. And I tell you, who walked in? Noel Coward.
Oh.
And I said, oh, Sir Coward, you must join us. We're having a new cocktail. Now, this cocktail was a Manhattan. It wasn't new, but I knew a man, even of his refined nature, a man of English sensibilities, wouldn't know Manhattan if it was thrown in his face on the L train.
That is such a vernacular that I have zero access to.
See, this is
what happens when you get your gay card.
You know, sometimes you do things that I can't be part of. I'm like, I didn't do that on purpose there. That was just beautiful, natural improv.
On the L train.
I don't even know if the L train's old or new. It doesn't matter, but you get the idea. You get the
matter.
idea. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we banned those people who nitpick and pettifoggers. They're banned from this podcast.
Yes, they are.
Who say, these accents aren't perfect. I was like, they're not supposed to be.
The nitpickers. The pettifoggers.
Pettifoggers. The pedants. I love pettifoggers.
At the end of the day, cheers to the nitpickers, to the pettifoggers, Dublin.
Get a mortgage with us.
Get a mortgage with us.
They're attractive. They're very attractive.
Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Daniel Byrne.
You know, at a time of so many jokes, it's important to remember just how great Re-Raw is.
Yes. And I just want to be super serious about it and just say, Re-Raw is one of my favourite beers that there is. And I just want to be serious about that.
So we're getting some bit of a strange sound there. If I can also be serious, I just love the fact that it's light and fresh and that it... sorry about that, is brewed in Kilcool, County Wicklow. It's a lovely Irish lager.
And they are the sponsors of this podcast, and we really appreciate all that they do for us. Big thank you to Re-Raw Irish Lager. Enjoy the podcast, guys.
What are we like?
Messers.
Joking.
I heard the ad from Killian Sundermann on the way home from the podcast last time we recorded.
What ad?
The TV license. You don't have to like it, but you do have to pay it.
Oh.
Killian Sundermann.
I managed to sound so little like myself that very few people... Really? Sounds just like
You sound
me?
like you. I just recognized you. Did I not just say
maybe
that?
it's because it wasn't on the radio or something like that, but people weren't noticing it. And then I was like, oh, this one's going under the radar, that I am the voice of the government. This is going under the radar. And then, very unfortunately, for the first time in maybe 15 years, a massive TV event happened where people of my ilk were watching television, the traders thing. So suddenly everyone was aware that I was doing this TV ad as the voice of the government and telling people to pay their licenses.
You don't want to be the voice of the government? They might use you when there's like a lockdown, being like, hey, you don't have to like ducking and cover, but there is a nuclear apocalypse outside. So
This
just do
isn't us.
Yeah.
We don't want to stay home. Well, you might get COVID and die.
You might have got the WhatsApp message that my brother's fiance's sister-in-law's dog walker is in the government and is in the Garmy and they are going to be doing a lockdown. It's true. And it's
The
happening on
Garmy are doing a lockdown.
The Garmy Army.
The Garmy. We're changing the name to Garmy. You don't have to like it, but that's what they're called. The Garms.
They asked me to say, the direct, like, they were like, because the line is, I think, you don't have to, you don't have to like it. You do have to pay it. It's the law. And they said,
It's the law.
They said, is there any way you can say it's the law without making it sound like it is the law? And I
They
was
said
like-
that to you
Yeah, and I
out
was-
loud. See, this is why I find it. I don't think I've ever done a good job on them because I find it too stressful because they say that stuff and it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then they all join in and go, "Yeah, I just think we should try and have a bit more. Thanks so much." And it's like, a bit more what? Like, let's have a go of. Can you try it more? And you're like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, I love that. I love that when everyone
Tony's great
there
at it.
is finished and we're kind of wrapped it up and we're happy with the tone and it's going to be the same kind of tone across maybe some of the radio pieces and then there's someone who just pipes in being, can I hear that again? I don't know. Do we like that? You know, and it's like
Rachel, shut up, Rachel.
There's 5 minutes before it. There's 5 minutes left. You know, and
Do
everyone.
you want to hear my 3? They said, give me 3 where it's the law doesn't sound like it's the law.
It's a law.
So one of them, I literally went like this. It's the law.
Yeah.
That's good.
They were like, that's a little bit too, can you pull back on that?
Bit
And I was like,
incredulous.
it's the law. It's the law.
It's the law.
It's the law.
Anyway,
They asked me to
welcome-
tone it down a bit because I was like, it's the law.
We're enacting a curfew at 7 p.m. It's the law.
What do we like?
this bloody country.
Mm.
Law and
Look.
order.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the podcast today, everyone.
Father Brian Darcy?
I was listening to Father Brian Darcy and he was
Yes.
talking about compassion and
Oh.
he's talking about how he was trying to be a good priest when he was doing his sermons and he was like,
That's an oxymoron.
yeah, well, see. And then he was saying he tries to invite people to think about how good they could be rather than how bad they currently are. And I thought that was nice. And I was mad because when I drove here today, I was mad at myself for that.
Mm.
I didn't need to do that. It's a small journey in the car. Reckless. What am I doing? No need for small journeys.
Mm.
And then also some guy got in my what I refer to as my yellow box, which is my yellow box.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's my
pardon.
yellow.
Chance to be a fine thing.
Mhm.
You got in my yellow box?
He got all up my yellow box.
Yeah. 5 Manhattans
said-
later.
Honey, if I invited a man into this yellow box, I'd be left waiting. And now suddenly 5 of them drive in all at once.
He says he's a Rockefeller.
Let me tell you something. You don't want to fuck a Rockefeller. Unless you want to catch something. And I don't mean cash.
Don't come a knocker, feller.
Don't rock her till you tried it.
Oh my goodness.
It's turning into Samantha Jones now. That's just who it's
Turns
becoming
out
now.
It
he was a
is.
Kennedy.
Different
Oh, I
time.
like a Kennedy. Yeah,
Be a
that's
different
funnier.
era, I would say.
The old Kennedys when they were just nice fellas getting killed, not the new one.
Nah,
The new one is not as good.
no.
No,
Jesus Christ.
you wouldn't be like,
Though I do suspect Tony might think some of his things are maybe interesting. No?
Or FK Jr.?
RFK Jr.?
no, I don't. I think it's a little dangerous.
I don't actually know much about what
very-
he says, but I'd say a lot of what he says is insane stuff. And then some of it is like, we should all eat organic vegetables. And then I'm like, no, okay.
And he's kind of anti-big pharma, which
Yeah.
is fun. But like, I mean, I don't know the ingredients of Tylenol, but I
Is he
don't think it gives
anti-Tylenol?
you, well, that's
This is what they're talking about.
This is what they said at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Literally, Trump was like, I don't want to get into Trump, but he was like, we got big news about autism. We're going to announce tomorrow, big news, we've cured autism.
What?
And then the next day he was all like, Tylenol gives you autism.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said taking Tylenol gives you autism.
I took loads of
Where
that
have you
stuff.
been? No, you weren't pregnant with a child at the time.
Oh, I don't think. Well, I did a lot of things in New York, let me tell you.
I took a Tylenol.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't pregnant at the time.
Mm.
And Tony, can I get a bit more of your Trump impression? Because I feel like you could have committed more, and I think there's a better Trump impression in you.
It's one that I don't listen because I kind of don't watch a lot of Trump
Yeah.
on purpose. So I kind of do this kind of thing. But okay, I don't know how to do the kind of behind. It's kind of a lighter,
Yeah.
Because beforehand he used to be a bit more like that,
Mm.
but now he's a bit okay. Yeah, okay. But
I'll give you it might be easier. Do
mm,
Trump, but he's doing kind of like Irish, like in immersion comedy or something like that. Irish
Okay.
immersion comedy.
we get flat 7-Up. I don't like it. I don't think it cures anything. I don't like it. Anything anyone says flat 7-Up, my mother say you do a poo. You do a poo, you're gonna feel much better. Your tummy's gonna feel much better. If we're getting rid of flat 7-Up, it gives you autism.
Is it good? No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought it was good.
My favorite Trump is Mike Rice. Does a great Trump.
Mike Rice does a brilliant Trump.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's like this. No, I don't really have one.
He
Do you
does.
have
He's
one?
like Trump.
He's like this.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
I've never really done it.
I mean, you might have one.
Yeah, but I'm not risking it.
It's just, I think the world is crying out for someone who can do a Donald Trump impression. I just don't think there's enough out there.
Shane Gill is very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about other ones that are good and fucking do one
I
ourselves.
remember when Obama was president. I mean, a much more hopeful time despite the war crimes. But he was. I remember thinking, how do you ever do this voice? Then he spoke a bit like that, and it was kind of those kind of inflections like
Fist.
that.
Okay.
This-
What about
wrangling?
Obama doing immersion
Obama
comedy?
doing Trump.
My opponent says flat 7-Up is not a cure for tummy troubles. But you know what I say to that? I'm so in love with you.
That was good when he did that.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, good stuff, Tony. Really putting you on the spot, and you're batting them back like nothing.
Because I have zero cringe, famously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't cringe. Not anymore.
And Father Brian Darcy was talking about compassion.
Yes.
And maybe this related to cringe. I wonder, is compassion the cure for cringe?
Mm.
So, well, I'm in a quandary. One, I decided I would have compassion and
cure for
forgiveness
cringe? Okay.
to the man who got... Now, the man got into the yellow box in one of the most outrageous ways you can. One of them is if you just go along traffic and then you just end up there and it's like a bit of an accident sometimes.
Yeah.
But he saw me coming. I was waiting for just one truck. I was about to go there and he just was stopped and then just rolled in anyway. It was like, I was like, that's a mental thing to do. So I did think, I was looking at him and I was like, I'll just slam into the side of his car.
Yeah.
I did think that. And then I'll say, well, I didn't know you were there because when I looked just one split second ago, you weren't there. And I
Just give him a wee little
I
spook.
slammed into your car.
Spook.
No, slam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then knock him around a little bit. You know what I mean? And then, so I got ahead of him then and he did. He looked straight down the whole time because
While he's
I
driving.
wanted to make eye contact with him
Oh my goodness.
while we were stopped waiting for the traffic. Anyway, so
Head
my
in his
two
lap.
compassions I have to give. I decided to try and forgive that man. He was behind me for quite a while. So I decided to try and forgive him. It's been hard. It's been hard from the start of my morning.
Well,
And then also I was like, I still compassion myself for being lazy enough to drive. And then I said, well, is there too much self-compassion? Are we drowning in self-compassion and does no one take accountability for anything in our own lives and we expect it of our leaders? Anyway, that's my talking point.
So you're saying don't go easy on yourself.
so he's weighing up whether
be
he
nice
should
to yourself,
be
or should I
compassionate.
go, no, you know what? I don't deserve to go, forgive yourself, the little jaunt in the car, that is excessive. I should go, you shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
It hasn't made me happy. Has it got me here without getting wet in the rain? Yeah. But
Do you know it wasn't rain? I'm sorry.
it was raining when I started my planning to come
do you
here.
know what? I don't want to. I think you deserve compassion. Well, I got a Dublin bike and I accidentally picked up one of the electric ones, and so the electric ones just are a regular bike, but they are weighed down by a very, very heavy battery.
Yes.
So when people see me cycling, I look out of breath and I look like I'm sweating loads, but actually it's because I'm lugging 5 toddlers in that's how heavy it's so heavy.
Let them go, you sick fuck.
Oh no,
you
well
should do that. That would be the bigger concern. He's really struggling. It would be more so he's stealing 5 children.
No, well, the dad, I could see the dad was struggling with them, so I hooked
Tell me,
the
you weren't
trailer.
wearing. And I'm sorry to ask you this. You weren't wearing your top hat and you weren't twiddling your mustache at this point, were you? Because that's very suspicious.
It makes you go faster.
I know that.
And
but
it doesn't
I mean,
let me leave the house unless I wear a helmet, and that's what I have chosen as my chosen helmet.
And he
a
was
top hat.
playing his pipe.
Yeah.
And all
Oh.
the children kept coming along.
I didn't ask them to get in the thing, but then I was playing my pipe and they all jumped in.
that's what Gen Alpha are mad into now. Is this pipe music? Like they're following these lads all around.
Come with me.
You
Come
know.
with me.
I would say, Shane, if I may,
Thanks.
you're so
Please
welcome.
go ahead.
I would say that.
GA.
I would say that if you maybe were to weigh up the average, if you were to weigh up the average amount of times that you actively choose not to get in your car, I would say it's in the 99% time you choose the more sustainable route.
Sure.
And maybe I would look at that as the
You have
evidence.
pulled that statistic out of your ass.
Well,
No, 99%.
I know
right.
that is. It stinks
think it's
from
99%.
how much you pulled that statistic out your ass.
Yeah,
it might-
RFK.
Smell it in
might-
the room.
You're RFK Jr.
Look, this is it.
And you actually are Anthony
This
Cantwell
might
Jr.
be
Can I
smelly
say?
like poo. It might be smelly like poo because I pulled it out of my ass, but it's got your autism.
Anthony AC Jr.
I am AC Junior. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Assassin's Creed 3, the worst one. Anyway, listen, Liv. I'm just saying that you have the average.
Who's Liv?
I would say the average is, maybe that's what you should be grading on rather than the single instance. because the single instance is blinding you to the truth, which is that you're a sustainable human being
But what if
and an
that's
aspirational.
Should we not focus on the single instance, and that is being, looking at things in the present moment, and isn't that all, that's all we have?
Well, there was a bit of mold in a glass in my house.
Yes.
I put it in the bin.
The
Okay.
whole glass?
The whole glass, I put it in the bin.
You didn't clean it?
Nope. I didn't want to. I put the glass in the bin.
And how do you feel?
I'm just trying to let you know that there are worse people
Where
out
was
there
the
than
mold? Like, what's going on here? How's there mold on the glass? Was there residue of
Could
some
a bit
other...
of juice could left there, and it
There
could
was
have gone in
juice
the press,
there.
Killian. I don't. This isn't about the mold.
you. I don't know about that. I don't know what was in there. All I know is that what arrived was a glass with mold somehow. I don't know, through my own negligence, through my own mess, being a messy pig. And I put it in the bin, the glass in the bin.
Mm.
And I don't do that often, but I'm willing to forgive myself for the average amount of times that I put it in the glass collection, because I've actually have a glass collection bag. It's pretty sweet. I don't
Is
ever
this
have
like
to go.
Forgive Ourselves Week? This is... I mean, it's funny. It's gone in the direction where Shane is coming on saying, I don't think we should be as compassionate with ourselves as possible.
Is there an
And now it's turned into
oversaturation
we are-
of compassion? That's what I'm wondering. And maybe Tony is saying, yes, look at me.
I am
there
saying,
is.
look at me. No, I would say that there,
Sleep like a baby?
it depends where you're going to focus the compassion, but the only one who's carrying the extra kind of guilt is you. And it's affecting how you are reacting with other people in your life.
But it may affect, the man, I find it very hard to forgive someone who gets in my way. That hurts my feelings, the yellow box thing.
Look, that's fair.
That hurts my feelings, actually. And I know that's, look, mea culpa on that. I shouldn't worry about that. But it hurts, makes me feel personally hurt and like kind of an affront to my family. You know, that kind of way of
That's
like,
fair.
you've insulted my family.
Yes.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know why
yeah,
it
yeah,
is about
yeah. There's something about
things
it.
that people do in cars, but somehow it's like you've insulted me and my entire line.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
line.
yeah.
You know, you've insulted my line.
Your English line.
Well, no, not my English. You can, I mean, in fair Jews, the single strand of me being born there, that deserves to be cursed, and
Sure.
I'm paying back
So
for
you
that.
allow that one to be offended, but not maybe your kind of,
My German
Germanic,
line.
your Germanic,
My
Byrne
guiltless
line.
German line.
Of course.
No,
Yes. Okay, fine.
My Irish line, my single Irish grandparent, that line. You've insulted that line.
Yes.
And that's an affront.
That is an affront.
Yeah.
I've got cursed. They didn't give me eyebrows because of the English line.
But it might, if I accept today I have done wrong. Maybe this is actually kind of Christian. Isn't this a bit Catholic, actually? Catholic values I'm suggesting.
your word.
Of
Give
like,
us your
if
word.
I say,
Let Jesus take
if I
them
was to
words.
offload them and go,
carry on.
look, I have done wrong, I've sinned,
Mm.
and I'm willing to be contrite, resame,
Mm.
and I will confess to you, I have sinned, and I know I will sin again.
Mm.
But if I go forward just in the light of, I don't know, God's love, I suppose,
Sure, of course.
then I will be accepted eternally into the eternal
I think Shane is slowly
paradise.
turning into an evangelical Christian.
Well, they all are now.
Yeah.
The young people are doing
Pretty hot.
Christianity
It's actually
again.
pretty hot right now.
Do you ever see, you look at these little wet things on TikTok and then you look, they're doing
I
their
don't
funny
if you
video.
not. No way. You don't. What
are you talking about?
They're
wet
doing
things?
their funny.
You haven't seen
Look,
my
come
videos.
on, we can all agree young
Yeah.
people are little wet things.
No, I haven't seen anything
Sometimes.
like that. I look at a lot of
Well, young like
documentaries about the
25,
pyramids and
25,
things
not
like
kids. Okay.
No, I don't.
Not a
that. Tony,
paedophile.
you were reading that book, I think. Remember?
And the
reading the
young
book,
people
intellectual
have
one.
in it, they have a little purple emoji and they have like God first. They have things like God above all else. And look, you can have a faith if you want. Personally, I think it's
God above all
not
else.
useful.
Even Liverpool?
Must be.
Fucking hell.
Do you know I'm annoyed at everyone who came to my show in Liverpool because I was talking to them about like, I like made a bad joke on purpose, but they kind of reacted as if like, I was talking to them about like, I was like, oh, I'd like to do my own support, open for myself on the tour, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, which is surprising me, I'm doing it all on my own, you know. And I was under the impression that here in Liverpool, you never walk alone. And they were so mad at me. I was like, but it's like a joke
It's a
about
bad
it.
little joke.
Yeah, but did
on
they?
purpose,
Maybe they were going, oh, because they were like, yeah, you're doing a bad joke, but I thought it was cute or something, cheeky or something.
No, you see, think
Was it
because-
too far gone?
Well, no, it's only just because the majority could be Everton, and it's quite a triggering thing to
the
even.
majority were fucking Shamrock Rovers. They were Irish people in Liverpool.
No, I think that's a very good.
And you know,
joke.
I'm Rovers till I die.
Yeah,
As you guys well know.
Mm.
Yeah. And Bose, scum.
Well,
Wow.
Bo's just very boring. In
That's
fact, I
turning
find-
into the woke
Why
team.
do you say Bows are boring? They're one of the best t-shirt companies. in
Daniel
Ireland.
Lambert has to go. Why is he ramming this down our throat? What are they everyone upset about being rammed down your throat? Stop the murder of children. Why do you have to ram that agenda down our throat? Oh, why do they always shove it? Can we not go a day without mentioning this? Someone said that to me when I posted the other day. Someone said, can we not go a day without mentioning this? I was like,
no, we can't.
imagine saying that to the family. Like, imagine saying that, oh, can we not have a
it's
day
my
where you don't go
birthday.
on about this?
Mm.
I mean, such privilege. Like, it's so gross. Privilege is it's often no one's fault. It's by accident or whatever.
Listen, if you want
like-
if you want your
Ray's
own
like, yeah,
algorithm,
no, Shane, I do understand, but it is my birthday, and we are blowing the candle. So it's like, it would be great if you could just. It would be great if you could just. I'm not saying a day, just like if you could just not mention it right now.
blowing out the candles, like the lives of so many guys. Shane, yes, absolutely.
She's
absolutely
6, Shane. She's 6, okay?
Absolutely.
My
But
daughter.
my daughter's 6, so absolutely.
My beautiful daughter.
We're all on the same page. What I tend to do, if you're looking for some self-compassion advice, I do a kind of a girl math kind of thing where I just, it's the same as if I want to buy something. I'm like, well, I'm not buying the most expensive thing. And I suppose if I stop vaping, I can probably afford it. And then, do you know what? Should I save up for it? No, I'm going to buy it right now. And then I'll buy it. It's that kind of, boy math or whatever. And I think I do the same with kind of compassion for myself, being like, well, I'm not Hitler. So I suppose I'm not that bad. So I don't feel bad about it.
There you go.
There you go. I mean, I wouldn't go Hitler, but I might go, there's other people. I did that good thing.
Okay.
Weighing up the evidence. Not that bad. Will I feel bad about it? No. Not right now.
I'm not Hitler, therefore I'm a good person.
Therefore I am a good person.
Well, this is a deeply philosophical kind of week. And I appreciate that. But I want to talk about someone that I found on the internet that I'm too nervous. I'm genuinely too nervous to take out my phone to look for it because I think it'll take me too long.
Oh, yes, it will, yeah.
So I'll have to describe it. But I don't know if you guys, I really hope that you guys have seen this woman. But I was really reminded of it when you were doing your sort of transatlantic New York woman who's been around for a long time. Maybe has been on Broadway.
I think that was a man I was doing.
Yeah, maybe it was a man. It was a man? Okay.
Did you ever hear of a gay person, Killian? We go on real faggy and womany.
Not
Don't
before
you
the
know that
1950s. There weren't any.
I thought gay people were
They
invented.
were. They just happened to have a wife at the time, too.
My lovely beard, Margaret.
That poor woman had cobwebs in places you wouldn't believe. Well, I certainly wasn't going near them with my feather duster. You may go ahead.
No, there's a woman called, I think her name is Sylvie, and she is a sort of a woman of, I guess, like, the word that's coming into my head is soothsayer. But she's sort of a mystic, a clairvoyant, something like that. And it's real, like, early noughties, maybe like late 90s.
Is she a silver-haired older woman?
Silver-haired older woman. And basically...
Can you pull her up? Because I think she went to my friend's mom.
No. She's like an American woman from New York. She talks like those men.
I get you
and
now.
She talks like a gay man from the 50s. And basically...
Who said I'm gay?
And they basically ask her questions. People ask her questions from the audience and she gives them answers. And it's unbelievable because she does it so fast.
Yes, of course I know who you're talking about.
So good. So people would be like, "Hey, Sylvie, my brother disappeared 15 years ago." She goes, "He drowned."
Wow.
Yeah, and then the woman says,
"Thank you."
The woman said, "He's in water. He's in water," and the woman's like, it was 9/11.
yeah.
And then I don't know, water.
She's like, there's one where it's like, "Is my family around me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm getting a William." "Who's William?" She's like, I don't know. Well, don't say that because he's there.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's
super confident.
Oh,
that's
she's
great.
so it's amazing. I'm gonna
Ultimately morally bankrupt.
No, she's wonderful because she is kind of
you are
giving some compassion. Do you
What
know?
are you talking about?
I'm trying
That
to.
is a terrible thing to do to someone, to give them false hope and lies about their. We must face it. We must face these
I
things.
think they-
not look
Whoa.
for fake false
the
hope
fuck?
from false prophets. That's one of my key commandments. I would say my key tenets is not to worship false idols like that.
That would be one of,
Yeah.
You should do 9 more, actually.
I could do well. It's just they're not so much they're my rules, but just kind of rules that I'd follow.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't kill. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. Honor my parents. That kind of thing.
I don't think I could do the covet thing.
His brother disappeared about 20-something years ago, and the whole family has no idea whether he's alive or dead.
He drowned.
He drowned. Thank you. My father's brother disappeared about 20-something.
So good. He drowned.
Yeah, she's a liar. There was a good podcast I listened to about those people.
Oh, she's great.
But it's terrible, really. It's a tricksters. They're very clever.
The thing is, I do think that, yes, it is morally bankrupt and it shouldn't be believed, but every single one of those, bar maybe a handful, believe that they can do it. They believe fully. No, it's gone beyond, like, you think you know entitled, like you think you've seen entitled people who think that they should be able to skip a queue or drive into a yellow box and that kind of thing. But then it gets to an entitlement where it's like, my own internal monologue is the higher power, and everything that I'm saying is coming from somewhere mystic. That's like fucking the Mount Rushmore of Tony Cantwell, main character, you know. And so I do think that they really believe the thing that they're saying. Like, I'm getting an R, you know, Jeffrey, you know, like that kind of thing. I think they think, and they're trying to, because the only way you can maintain that for that long, you can't maintain a lie that long. You can only maintain it that long if you're deluded. It's why, like, really dumb people succeed at some things, because you have to be actually deluded enough to believe it. That's the only way to work.
I disagree with you. It's like being a magician. There's ways to do it. They learn them. It's not that. Sometimes those evangelical Christians might think that or whatever, but they're also often.
I think I agree with you. I think
But you're both wrong. That's incorrect.
But I think they're taught by also people who believe that they're clairvoyant. You know?
No, they do things. They do, like, there's a whole school of it. They learn how to do it.
There's a good video of
how to
Orson
cold
Welles
read and how to
talking about it.
guide
Have you seen that
people.
video
They're
of
not
Orson
real.
Welles? Orson Welles talking about it. Oh, here we go.
I learned all these tricks. No, Orson Welles.
He was a bit more like this.
It was a bit more like this.
The same thing we do every day, Pinky. He spoke
every
a bit
day.
like this.
Down here. How, just do anything? Or just do.
I can't do Orson Welles. But he said that he learned all the tricks of the trade in terms of this clairvoyance thing. But then because he did it so often, he started to believe it himself. And then it got to the stage where he was like, well, maybe I do have some special power. So that's what I think happens.
I will listen to that argument. Okay.
She's in the crew. She's downstairs.
She's downstairs. I believed that I was kind of psychic for a while because I needed something desperately to define me.
Yeah.
And it was when I would be able to assume what episode of The Simpsons was going to be on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, I wonder if this is the one where Principal Skinner and Mrs. Krabappel get together. And then sometimes it would be.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to reach anyone from the beyond.
I used to be able to know. Now, I swear, but I used to be able to know. I'd put my CDs on shuffler. It was called random at the time. And I'd press random on my hi-fi system.
It's very you, because I think you're kind of random.
I'm so random. I'm so shuffle.
You're so random.
I'm so shuffle. And
you hate drama.
I used to know, even on random, what track would come next. I used to know.
Every single time.
I used to know. Then there's this other thing that's kind of similar, I feel. This is a cousin feeling. When I was a young fella, going out, clubbing, this kind of thing, I used to be getting ready and I'd be looking at myself and I'd be like, I'm gonna kiss someone tonight. I'm gonna have a shift tonight. I'm gonna get aware tonight. And I was like, not like as in often, I was like always right. And then I learned years later, I reflected upon this years later when I became a full adult man. And I was like, that wasn't magic or something. It wasn't like this weird gut feeling.
You forced yourself on people.
You planned an assault.
I would grab boys by the head. No. It was because...
Look all cute. You know what? I think it's going to happen tonight.
No, it's because I was feeling good. That's why I was feeling good. I was feeling confident. And when I'd be looking in the mirror or whatever, I'd be like, I look nice. I look good. I look a bit cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's why. You had a pep in your step and that's why.
Well, so, can I drop the word that you hate?
No manifestation?
Yep.
No.
I think you were manifesting.
No, it's not.
You were.
I just told you a different version of what it was, and now you're just like, that was manifesting. It was Pep my step.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola managed me, and he really was great. Great for the team.
So Shane, tonight I want you to get dressed up. I want you to look really good, really good. You want to go to the club, and when it's raining, man, I want you to go up to the nearest guy. I want to say, it may be raining, man, but I'm only looking at you. I'm only looking at you. And then I want you to play the shortened wings. And sorry, no, this is something on Saturday. I want you to do a short wing back.
When you take a free kick with him, do it gracefully, do it sexy. No, maybe it's maybe not manifesting, but I think that, maybe you found the thought in that case, and maybe the manifesting is when you actually just choose to have the thought,
I don't believe in manifesting
It's
at all,
not
apart
a
from that it's
clairvoyance
planning.
or anything
It's
like
planning.
that. But
Okay.
I opened the
Jar.
cupboard,
Oh,
and then the
I've noticed
salt.
cupboard popping in. Do you say cupboard, or do you say it because we have some international listeners?
No, I just say cupboard.
you
Do
doesn't say
you?
press.
Why do you say that? Why don't you say press?
I
He's
feel
just
like
working
that's a
the
different
newspaper.
thing to what I'm talking about.
No, you said it last week in the recording.
Would it be
break,
the
something
kitchen
about a
cupboard?
What's it? What's in this cupboard?
Marhampla.
Like little. To be honest, Jesus, we need to clear now. But there's a lot of empty
Levi Roots.
garlic granule kind of things. A lot of
So kitcheny.
kitcheny. Yeah.
That's a press, no?
Um,
My granny had a press that was very tall and long, and she called it her larder press. Would it be anything like that?
The larger.
No.
She maybe meant larger press.
No, she didn't. She
'Cause it
meant.
was bigger than the rest.
I just feel
She's
like,
like, in that larder press.
a unit on its own. That's how I would. That's how I would think.
You think a
of-
press is a unit by itself?
I think it's like a kind of more. That's how I would vision.
Are you calling a wardrobe a press?
What
Also,
we've
a
learned
press-
is that
a
you don't know
press-
what a press is at all.
Maybe I don't know what a press is.
Yeah, I think that might be the case, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
fine.
No, we're I'm
But like,
compassionate about that.
Why would I
I
call
have
something
compassion.
that I pull a press? It doesn't make sense.
It's just what it's called.
No, I call them cupboards.
Press off himself. Mm.
Anyway, you went to the cupboard.
I went to the wardrobe.
We'll put that aside
Um,
because that is getting a bit too FM, to be honest.
Mhm.
and then I
And no
opened it
shades
up.
to FM, just to its presenters. Of course. Go on.
I opened it, and then the salt thing, and those are quite slippery, almost like a fish. The salt and pepper things, the glass ones that you buy in the shops, they're slipping around. They slip along the counter. They're
Can I just
going
stop you
all
there?
over
It's
the
funny
place.
that you call them things. Because in Ireland we
What
probably
would you
call
guys
them
say,
like either
fangs?
a shaker or a grinder.
Yeah.
We called them the yolk with salt in it.
Oh, well, that's not what I would.
It was just interesting. You say
No.
things, you say cupboard. Please
Go
continue.
on.
I did my confirmation. I can tell you. I can show it to you. I can show you.
I want to see his certificate. I want to see his confirmation certificate.
I want to see where the people are. That's what I thought you were doing.
I want to see him dancing.
Some people call it the press. Some people call it the cupboard. Here we have a guy.
Walking around on, what do you call him? Feeding.
He puts his toaster. He
Sorry.
puts his toaster inside the cupboard.
Killian, you're missing a whole thing where we're singing the song from Little Mermaid, and it's really
Oh,
funny.
you're singing a song.
Yeah, we're doing
What?
the Little Mermaid song because
Oh.
Tony's.
Oh.
No, I have compassion for you for that.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, it was
I
funny.
walked into the yellow box of the podcast.
No,
You
why?
want thingamabobs? You want thingamabobs? I got 20. I got 20 thingamabobs. They're the best thingamabobs I've ever
Nobody's
seen.
got better thingamabobs. Anyway,
I didn't.
you open
Please.
the press, there's slippery salt cellars in there.
And it
I love
slips
when
out.
these are the long stories. I love when these are the long ones that we have
crap-
to come back to.
the crabs?
Yes.
No. It's just the minutiae.
Minutiae. So the slippery salt thing comes out of the press.
Mm.
And it falls off, and it is going down lightning speed. It's almost like there's lead in this salt thing, and it's going down. And this isn't clairvoyance, but I, with my foot, kick it up, and then
Which part of your foot? Outside?
the side, outside,
Outside, yeah,
side,
nice,
outside.
Whoa.
nice,
Kick it up
nice.
like that, and then do you know in Mr. and Mrs. Smith when he tactically knocks the wine bottle off the table? Well, there's a scene when he wants to find out whether his wife is a secret agent,
Oh,
so he
yes.
knocks the wine bottle off, and she catches it. And he sees that, she's got lightning speed reactions, therefore she must be a spy.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Must
the salt
die.
thing falls out, again, falling to the ground. I kick it up and then catch it
Mm.
like a spy.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's not clairvoyance, but I don't know. I feel
You
like that
have
was
cat-like instincts.
a cat like
You're
maybe I'm a
feline.
spy.
I think it's just that, and I hate to give you this again, but you're very good at football, and you've been
How
complimented.
do you
by,
know that? You've never seen me play. You never come to my fucking games.
No. Sorry, we are the deadbeat dads of this podcast.
But can you imagine me and Tony going to the five-a-side, just watching? We'd have scarves. We'd go, woo!
No, I don't want you to
Go
ruin
in on him,
anymore.
Killian, love. Go in on him.
Shut up!
Keep an eye on your man.
The fucking meat grinder for Bulgarian players who fucking will never play again. No, because I've heard a friend of mine said that he had played football with you and said he's really good actually.
Oh, I gotta
And-
get back to it.
And I believe him, and I don't believe you. The times you say, and you
Yeah.
list all the goals that you've scored against rugby players for some reason, which sounds so made up.
Constantly play against rugby players. No, I need to get back into it. I haven't played in a long time.
See, I try and do that.
Sorry,
thing.
I'm
If I-
doing a joke. No, I'm sorry. I have
It's
to. I
funny.
thought of a joke. I
You
have
thought
to
of a
write
joke.
down
See,
right
that's
away.
joke.
this is the
genius at
creative
work.
process. This is the creative
No matter
process.
what I drop, I will try and catch it. Apart from a knife, because a falling knife has no handle. If I drop something, I'll try and catch it with my foot, and I'm not good at doing what you do, so I end up just hoofing it across the room. So it could be my phone. I'm like, oh, and just like if anyone just sees
Bangs
me,
Terry in the
it's like,
face.
yeah.
Tony!
I don't have that good accuracy. Although she, let me tell you, is an absolute assassin. She has the best throw. My son has thankfully inherited it. She's the best throw. We have like over 200 like plastic balls, ball pit balls.
Yeah.
She could hit me from anywhere in the house. She could fucking hit it, ricochet off different walls. She hits me in the head every single time. And then I hit her in the head and I celebrated. And then she very calmly said, see the way how happy you are? I don't even celebrate. That's how rare it is.
What
for
a
you to
cold
actually get
bitch.
me.
I love it.
I love it. Turn me on so much.
That's amazing.
You know, that's our foreplay. And then I watch a movie in my iPad in bed.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
And then you went straight out and had a wank in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the yellow
That's
box.
what married life is all about.
The yellow box.
In the yellow box.
Back of the net.
So what's your joke? We're all dying to know.
Oh, well, it's for stand up, so
It's for
won't be, I
stand-up.
won't do it here.
That's private. That's
Yeah.
private.
Donald Trump doing Little Mermaid song.
That's good.
So you've heard of this guy, Donald Trump. He's been in the news. Little Mermaid. I don't know how those shells stay on her breasts anyway. This is me doing... what's the song? I don't know the name of the song.
It's
Part of our world.
Part of our world.
Is that what it's called?
but you can do Under the Sea if you'd like.
I don't know either of them. I don't think I've ever watched that one.
You could do something from The Lion King
so
if you'd
dirty, that one. Down where it's wetter.
like.
Down where it's better.
Everything's better when you get wetter. That's the only time you can do that accent.
Under the sea.
You can do Sebastian the Crab. Also, Flounder, what an ugly fucker. You're never going to fuck you, bro. You and that fucking schnoz. With respect. I like a big nose on people, but you, fish, no way Ariel's coming fucking near you, you little simp.
Okay.
How come, when does noses start? Little babies all have the same little jelly tot nose. And then people get weird noses. When does it... I know that when you go through puberty as a young man, your nose grows first. That's why 13, 14-year-olds
Everybody knows
like that.
Nobody knows.
Well, I said everybody. Okay.
That was your bit.
Yeah, you did the opposite.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
But when do little children get... Do they just always have little jelly
Little
tot noses?
honkers. Yeah, they do little cute little button noses.
Yeah. They're like these little flat things, and then they're like noses.
I mean,
noses are such defining features.
I've seen kids now from like, I've been dropping, the young people to school, junior infants up to,
Do they have
second
noses
class.
yet or child
I haven't
noses?
seen a single schnoz.
Yeah, they just have
You
little
haven't seen a
noses.
schnoz?
From junior infants to second class, haven't seen a schnoz so far.
I'm staring at both your noses intently, and they're nice.
Okay, you got a
Yeah,
good nose.
no
You got a
news.
good nose.
I've got a nice little.
I have no updates on the noses itself.
I want a big, massive red one like my granddad.
Drink whiskey.
Was he a clown?
Yes, he was.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, that kind of one.
Will I do my Politico, the political satirist clown?
Yeah, go on.
Yes.
Hey everyone, what Taoiseach was fired for gun running in the 70s? Would that be Charles?
Nice one.
Nice one, bro.
Thanks,
Oliver
man.
Callan, watch out.
Watch
There's
your
a
back,
new
Callan's
satirist in town.
Or Callan's Kicks the Years.
Been on both of them.
I know, we know. What do you think are the top 5 animals that have killed humans?
As in, who've killed the most?
Malaria.
Per year?
Malaria.
That's not an animal. Wrong.
Mosquito?
Mosquito would be number 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
There you
Killian,
go.
watch your language, young man.
No, I was just saying that's a good guess, Shane. Well done.
Yeah. What do you think number 2 is?
Rats.
Nope. I'll give you a hint. It's the most deadly animal.
Humans.
Human. Man. Would be number 2.
2 points to me.
So
I
it's
think
like
rats
when you
probably
go to the museum
significant.
and they do the 5 deadliest animals, and then you get to number 1 and it's a mirror.
Yeah.
And then you look in the mirror and then you realize you must have been shocked. A lot of people didn't get it, but I got it. So it's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
Shock, horror, shock.
Shock. Well, that'll be number 2. You get to number 2.
Female of the
What's number 1?
species is what it
Mosquitoes.
is.
There's 3 more. What are the next 3?
Is rats in there now?
Rats is not in there.
I thought that would be in there because of the plague and whatnot.
Yeah, no, there's not so much plague anymore.
Flea!
Nope.
What about the
Well-
frogs? I read the Bible and frogs have done some dirty stuff.
Well,
That was God threw those frogs at people.
to
I
be
think.
fair, yeah, you can't blame, frogs don't kill people. God does.
Rappers do. Sorry.
I'll give you a hint.
Yes, please.
The number 3 is
Does it
poison.
have a long neck?
Very long. You might even say it's all neck.
Giraffe.
Snakes.
Snakes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been after us since day one.
Number 3.
Yeah. I am terrified of snakes. That's my biggest fear.
Number 4 is number 2's best friend.
The neck of snakes.
So who was number 2 again?
Number 2, they would say, that's us.
Oh yeah, us.
They would say is-
Dogs.
Riddle week was last week, okay?
Yeah, this isn't Riddler anymore. Dogs kill a lot of humans.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do.
Like dogs like we have, like
Dogs
or
like we
dog
have.
the dog family, like wolves, dingars.
Well, I think it.
Oh,
No,
don't
dogs.
come at me, dingo's probably not a dog family. I don't
It'd be
care.
domestic dogs just killing people because they're around us a lot. You just stomp a cat's head.
They're
in the
extra
forest.
large bullies. Those dogs.
They are. Some of them. Some of them are good. They have jobs.
There was a thing, I was looking it up, but how quickly before your animal starts like eating you, if they're locked in the house with you or whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Do you believe it?
Some of them less than 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Cats almost immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you believe that though?
I
I feel like that's one of those old rumors that goes around for years.
I believe. Well, I
It's
googled
like a
it.
cat will eat your face immediately.
I think they would smell the decay and it would smell similar to rubbish, and then they would probably just lose themselves in the bliss of eating their owner once they smell the
It's
rotten
grim.
flesh.
I think it's true of everyone else's dog except for my dog Woody, who it just loves me too much. I think he'd just lie there next to me and sort of howl.
What about those dogs who hang around graves? See, these are these kind of old-fashioned internet stuff that still exists. These kind of like, before we called a meme, there'd be just a little picture of a dog
Yeah.
and on a
have
grave,
seen
and it'd be
the
like,
grim.
this dog stayed by its owner's grave for
yeah.
years. And you're like, that's a photograph of one dog on one grave.
Woody sits outside
It's like
the German
the picture of an
commerce.
old lady. Picture of an old lady wrapped up in shrouds and things, and she'd be holding apples. They'd say, the poorest are often the most generous. And you're like, based on this drawing?
Yeah.
Based on this drawing, you say that?
Or you would get a
Yeah.
message.
This
and it would
lady is
be-
not even real.
A message and it would be, you have just been sent the Grim. If you do not send this to 5 other people within the next 2 weeks, then you will die. And then you send it to 5 just to save yourself. Because do you know what the thought is? Might as well.
Might as well. I actually think that Ireland finally conquered its culture of superstition with those memes. I think we finally got it out of our system because I don't get
The
I get
chainmails.
The chainmails, because I get fuck all now from my aunties and mother-in-law and like that. My mom. We don't really get any of that anymore. Or this is the good luck wish. Well, look at this video of a dog.
Thank God now they're just sharing misinformation.
Thank
And
goodness.
Yeah,
conspiracy.
around health,
Thank God.
immigration,
Oh,
all
because
the
it used to be
important
those
things.
really annoying chain emails.
Number 5 is freshwater snails.
Freshwater snails.
They
15,000.
are-
But you might find them in a pond and river.
You might find them in a pond, you might find them in a river, but freshwater snails are not the friend that you think they are.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen an increase in the last few years in the number of freshwater snails who are killing human beings. And they're catching up on the number 4 biggest killer, which is, of course, over to you, Tony.
It's, of course, the number 4 biggest killer, domestic dogs. But it's not all it's woofed up to be. These freshwater snails are coming for us. They're coming for your children. And if you do not share this clip to 30 of your best friends and family, they will be climbing in your letterbox.
Now, they're slithering around and they're biting you, but they're also talking to your missus. Snakes are the 3rd biggest killer of humans. But number
Speaking
2,
of humans, very interesting. One of the biggest killer of humans, of course, in second place comes in, and it is, of course, human beings ourselves.
This is the thing. Number 2 in the ranking of murders committed by a type of animal is human. We have a human here, Brian. Brian, what do you have to say for yourself?
well, I didn't actually, I haven't killed anyone, but I was elected the representative of all people there last week at the AGM. I was the only one to show up, so I just want to say I'm sorry on behalf of all of us, and I tell you, I'm very sorry.
Well,
Thank you. We do offer you some compassion for that, and thank you for your contrition.
And I just want to say, Shane, because I want to say I actually recognised you earlier this morning. I saw you when I was driving. Actually, I was driving along and I saw you. When I went into, I must have gone accidentally into the yellow box.
I
had to
knew
get
that was
to-
your face. You
I know, yeah.
absolute cunt.
What?
I'll never let that go.
well, I'll tell
No,
you,
well,
Brian,
I'm a clairvoyant. I was on the way to. I had to get to my meeting.
well, I tell you, Brian, let me tell you, coming number 2. Are you gunning for that number 1, Brian? It does that sting like a mosquito might.
You have some job to do to catch up to the little mosquito who's pulling well beyond their weight.
We're trying our
Even
best.
Cheryl Cole was impacted on her climb to Kilimanjaro.
Well, we're hoping to get Cheryl Cole next week. So watch out for that one.
A dreaded message there for Cheryl from the second most dangerous animal there is.
Indeed. Cheryl Cole, watch your back. Now, after the break, we're talking about condoms. Are they actually or are they not? Come on.
Let's see. That was a little thing we did there. That was some good research you did there, Tony, for the podcast.
Thank you so much.
The 5 most deadly animals.
There you go. I don't fuck around.
So glad you've been reading.
Well, I do partake in the odd book and top part of Wikipedia article that I search myself.
Is your child old enough, the boy child,
Jesus Christ,
to talk about?
What you call him? The boy child?
The boy child.
Mary's boy child.
Terry's boy child.
Terry's boy child, Jesus Christ.
Is he old enough to tell them those facts, or will he be a bit worried about mosquitoes then?
He would love facts about dangerous animals, and he would find that particularly interesting. He's very much into vampires now. We're getting into the spooky season. I've maybe told him a bit too much about them and the fact that they drain blood and that they come back as bones.
What's he dressing up as?
He wants to dress up as a soldier.
Are bin bags back?
Yeah, can I ask?
No.
Is he one of those things where it's like
Famously.
Oh, yeah.
This is his kind of first Halloween where like he probably is like fully knows what's going on. So are you going to buy a costume or are you going to do a costume at home? Because I feel like you two would be really good at making
We're desperate to do it. So I've kind of compromised. I said that he can pick a costume because he doesn't want to make a costume. He doesn't feel like it's real. He doesn't. He will get there. I think when I bring him to Comic Cons and he meets all those kind of people that have made their own costumes, incel. When he meets the incel crowd and he realizes that they actually are able to make better content. Say what you will about them. They make great costumes, the incels. He will probably realize that you can actually, if you don't buy something off the rack and make it yourself, you can actually make something better. Plus we have a 3D printer and all that kind of stuff. So we can start making some really fun stuff.
I think you and Terry would do a really good job at making a little army guy, and I think you should you should just do it and lay the law down. This is what you're getting.
That's it. Like that's all that there is.
And then if he pipes up, say stop now.
Well,
like that.
We're in the middle of a thing where he's actually saving up so he can buy the army costume himself.
Well, that's good.
So that's also,
you're teaching him about financial
but then
integrity there.
Then Terry gave out to me because I told him we were in Sports Direct and he just kept grabbing everything. And I said, I'll give you €2 if you don't touch anything in the shop until we get out. And then we left and I gave him €2. And Terry was like, let's never do that again. How about we never do that again?
Tony, did you see that thing that just worked? We're never doing that again.
Well,
a little thing there we did that.
Yeah, but he's looking for rewards for being a good boy.
Yeah,
we're all supposed to be a good boy all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Tony's like, but that worked, and I cannot see how this would get bad.
Well,
give him €2 now.
And then, because I gave him 20 quid before. He had this was his money and he was like, it was in his money box and then he took it out and then it went missing. And I'm like, see, that's what happens. You got to leave it in the money box. And there was another time he lost €2 and he was really sad about it. So I put my hand in my pocket, was going to give him €2. And Terry was like, no, he's never going to learn if you give him €2.
Yeah.
Then I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, he lost €2 and I was about to give him €2. And then my mom was like, I'd have given him a tenner. And I'm like, and that's why I am the way I am.
Brownies are just like, that's
the way I am. Being like,
I don't know if this was
feeling.
a thing that people did, but like, the little money box that kids had, you might have your communion money or something like that. That was constantly being raided by my mom. Like I remember because my little brother was a good bit younger than us, and like you could just see her taking and giving into Finn's little money box. Like it was like basically a little bank for her to put her stuff. And this little 8-year-old boy was actually just like paying for the shopping and things like that. So good.
We absolutely fleece it if we need change.
Yeah, just go in, because who has cash these days?
Who has cash?
So you're like, the only person who has cash is actually our cash-rich child who has loads of cash there.
I have cash.
Well, there you go.
I have cash at home. I have cash in a little cup. I have cash in the car.
Under your mattress.
Little bits of cash if you need it for any things, or my card fails at the toll, I can throw in the few coins.
That's good.
Where do you keep the cash exactly?
Yeah.
Up my arse, Tony.
Oh, there you
Come
go.
and get it. Come and get it.
I keep cash like I keep my bags up my hole.
That's the statistics and cash up your ass.
Up your ass.
Does that so I'm second week mentioning Shane's watch, but the amount that I would have wanted this when I was
It's a G-Shock.
It's so cool.
We would have wanted that as a kid, yeah. And it's also like luminous greeny yellow. It's pretty cool.
I had a G-Shock, but
I don't know if you can see that.
It was reefing the sleeves off my school uniform.
Oh God!
Imagine trying to get a buttoned thing over the G-Shock.
Bloody wild.
I really wanted one, but I didn't get one.
It's kind of a smartwatch. It knows some things about
does it do?
connected to my phone somehow.
It's connected to your phone.
Yeah, I haven't done enough work on it, but yeah.
And tell me, has anyone reached out to replace your phones, gentlemen? Has
No
anyone-
one has
No one
reached
has
out
reached
to
out
us
to replace
about
our phones.
replacing the phones that we want.
You're missing a trick.
Second-hand, refurbished phones.
Look, I'm just saying, if you're out there, if you got one of those shops, it's called, Mr. Fix It, and, or any of
Is
those.
he?
What?
I'm just saying, if you got any of those shops that are like, you go in there and you're like, can I get a USB cord? And they're like, €40. And then,
Hate that.
and then I'm like, okay. I remember one time I was like, €40, but I could get that on Amazon for a tenner. And he's like, you should.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, here's your blood money.
The man in Tenerife charged me like €40 for a HDMI. And I was like, €40? And he was like, it's gold. I was like, okay,
Very
whatever.
fucking clever.
Whatever. I was like, whatever.
We got
set
the
up
best
my,
HDMIs of gold.
I said,
gold
I'm made of
HDMI.
stardust. Do you not know that about me? I am
We are
made of
stardust.
stardust. All of eternity is within me.
I set up my parents' TV. I gave them. They have the first ever Servy box ever made, and it goes and then I set them up with TV.
Wow.
I set them up with a sort of interface thing, a Google TV thing. I spent an hour doing that. I showed my dad how to use the remote. He then took the remote off me and then wouldn't let me have it. I was like, oh, if you press this button, and he wouldn't. He kept like pulling the remote away. He'd had it for 2 seconds, and it was like, this is my remote now. And then my mum was going like, Helmut won't give me the remote. And he's like, I just don't think she can use it, because he's very protective of things. That's why he has all our passports and he has all the remotes. Anyway, I did that about an hour and a half sorting that out. Went up to Anna's mum's house and got there, and then got in the door, and Anna's mum was like, Killian, I've got a new TV. And I was like, don't even worry about it. Had to set up the exact same situation with a whole new TV. Did the whole thing. I was there, showed her how to use the remote. I was on fucking fire. It was it was one of the greatest evenings of my life. Just sorting out all these people with access to TV,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. It was great. I was
Beautiful.
really, really happy with it. Since that, 3 days ago, every waking moment, I've been getting calls from 3 separate elderly people telling me, asking me how to use the fucking thing. 2 times, it just hasn't been plugged in. The telly hasn't been plugged in.
My God.
I'm on the thing, and it's like, no, if you can just turn the camera around so I can look at what you're looking at.
And this is probably us German.
Turn the camera, yeah.
Us German.
Anderen Weg, Papa. Ja, bitte. Nein, druck mal auf den, ja. Sofort, okay,
Beautiful
okay.
language.
And all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, just plug it in.
Yep.
Plug it
Jesus
in.
Christ, Helmut, come on.
Oh, yeah. So, did you plug anything out? No, I didn't. No. Find out it's not plugged in. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I plugged everything out. I had to put it in my handy. I'm like, Anyway,
Tell you something dads do like is unplugging everything.
they do, because
They do like
the house might go on fire.
At any
go on
point,
fire.
houses can go on fire, so unplug everything when you can.
Yep, with those 3-pronged plugs that prevent it really from happening,
But it can happen.
It can happen. Not saying it can't happen.
Hey, we don't want the fire brigade onto us. It can happen, and we acknowledge
can I
that.
say, I have nothing but sympathy. Like, I mean, I think the idea that this kind of parents and they don't know how to work the technology, it is fucking confusing. And then having to have your Apple password to download an app, and then remembering all these passwords, and then the password app sometimes remembers and then doesn't remember.
Yeah.
And then the way parents actually use phones, which is they use each other's phone, they use whatever phone is there, and they know each other's password.
Yeah.
And then all this stuff, like, it's happening too fast. And anyone who can even moderately keep abreast of it, who can even pick up a phone and call, they should be commended, because it's moving too fucking
Yeah, but
fast.
sometimes
great
they
one,
are
yeah.
annoying though as well. Somebody in my life, I won't say who, got an iPhone for the first time, having previously used an iPad. And then, how are you getting on with the new phone? It's like, getting used to it, getting there. It is exactly the same as an iPad. You do know how to work that phone.
It is the
So
same.
sometimes they are willfully obtuse about it, and they all need to behave
But the
themselves.
classic calling your dad's phone, and then your mum picks up and you're like, hi, I want to talk to dad. But he's at the shops. Well, why doesn't he have his phone? That kind of thing. Very, 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 very difficult.
Because
to
he's
deal
out there, L-I-V-I-N, man, living.
with.
I think I talked about this before. This is the time when I impersonated my mother on the phone to get her out of an old contract with her TV provider. And I was like, this is Carla. And they were like, that's a woman's name. And I was like, yes. I was trying to shame the man.
Yeah.
But I said, this is anyway, I went through all this rigmarole.
There are women
cancelled.
with a voice like yours.
There are, and to
Like,
be
think
fair,
of like Deirdre, Lady God China Bonner, but Deirdre from Coronation Street, she had a very managed voice in the end.
true. In fact, actually, my mum-
Rulalenska.
My mum does have a fairly mannish voice anyway, to be fair.
Right.
Did you have you're saying something?
I was saying that after all the rigmarole, after all of this, after finding the perfect contract, after getting it so much cheaper, after debating to get out of their old contract and cancelling all that, getting them the new one, getting them all set up, sitting with them for like 2 hours to show them exactly how to do it, showing them that you can just press the thing on the remote and it'll just bring up whatever channel you want.
If you press it to your lips and will it,
I came in to their house a couple of months later and they were watching TV in the small room on a tiny TV. And I was like, what's going on? And they're like, it doesn't have UTV. The whole thing doesn't have UTV. It's the only fucking channel that they watch. And Sky doesn't have fucking ITV. And then also they were like, and it's a bit complicated. We're just using the old NTL.
Are your parents doing the thing of where there's a TV on and no one's watching it?
I mean,
I saw a meme about
TVs.
that, and then I went over to my parents. I was like, "What the hell is this?" There was a TV. The ironing board was there in front of the TV, so obviously someone,
Scene of the crime.
my mother, we know who was doing it, was ironing in front of the TV, and then just like walked off and did something else, and just left the TV on volume 60 or whatever.
Yeah. All the TVs. Their bedroom TV is on.
Beyond, yeah.
The side room is on. The one in the kitchen on the swivel is on, and the sitting room.
That's
one
very
is on.
old school. I love that.
And they're all on a weird time delay. All of them, for some reason, not one of them is synced up. And it's a
That generation
cacophony
is
of Bradley
an
Walsh.
absolute sensory.
It's a fucking cacophony of Bradley
They're a
Walsh.
sensory nightmare. They are a sensory nightmare.
Yeah. And God forbid I play some music on the Google Home and they're like, Google, turn it down. You know.
It's just that as you walk from the bathroom downstairs, you can hear about the same, natural disaster that's happened in some part of the world 4 different times as you stroll down the steps.
Yeah, but at least you'll know if when Ireland are losing a football match, 5 seconds in 5 different rooms before it happens.
That's the horrible thing as well. That's but like my mum listens to the matches on the radio, and then me and my dad are watching in the thing, and then she'll be like, "Goal!" And then we're like, "Why did you?" And then 5 seconds later, we see the goal, and we're like, "Why? Like, could you not let us have our tiny little moment of joy?"
And when are you actually going to let women into your sitting room again?
They just don't do that in German homes, and we have to be compassionate towards that.
Speaking
Anyway,
of,
we have to go. We've
We
been
do
this
have to go.
podcast
We've
about an hour and a
talked
half
so
long.
long.
Oh, is
Okay.
it?
Yeah, we have to go.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, we have to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have something fun to show on the bonus.
Okay, we'll see you on the bonus. If you want to
It's
hear
my
whatever
first
Killian has to
ever social media video.
if you want to, that's fun.
Oh, wow. Here's a wee little plug for you. And you don't have to go all the way to Istanbul for this one. Let me tell you, November 20th, we're going to be performing our biggest show ever in the National Stadium. Tickets are
biggest
flying.
show of all time.
And we're actually really into this one, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be
Like
great.
millions of little mosquitoes, the tickets are flying around.
And killing all that they touch.
Everything that they touch. So if you want to be like the bigger killer of animals than man, then buy tickets to the Young Hot Guys in the National Stadium November 20th.
That's some good promo, guys. Well done.
That's it.
Chus or whatever.
Chus or whatever,
Yeah, chus.
Bye.
They're attracted by Hilary Barry.
Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Byrne.
Killian, Sundermann.